She's known for her groundbreaking work with primates in Africa, and at 78 years old, Jane Goodall is still a global crusader for the well-being of animals and people.
Goodall will be visiting San Diego later this week. Our Sean Stiles got a rare opportunity to talk to her about how she found her calling as a primatologist and what she thinks is key for the future health of our planet.
Dr. Jane Goodall is coming to San Diego on September 28th for a fundraiser where those who are in attendance can bid on an auction item where you'll have dinner with the good doctor as well as have a private tour of the park. I talked to her about the event and her extraordinary life. Dr. Jane Goodall's extraordinary journey began as a young girl during World War II.
And when I was 10 years old, I found a book, second-hand bookshop, World War II raging, and it was called Tarzan of the Apes.
She got that book and read it over and over.
My dream was I'm going to grow up, go to Africa, live with animals, and write books about them.
The dream happened when she moved to Kenya and met Louis Leakey.
He suggested chimpanzees. I wouldn't have suggested anything as exotic as a monkey, let alone a chimpanzee. Any animal would have done, and chimpanzees were just put in front of me.
At first, the chimps would run, until one she named David Greybeard accepted her.
As I approached a group which was preparing to flee, I saw them look towards David, who was sitting calmly, and back to me and at David, and think, well, she can't be so frightening after all.
Since then, Goodall's research has been groundbreaking. This has allowed her to establish the Jane Goodall Institute. There are 27 around the world, and her message has expanded.
I became more and more aware of the plight of people living in dire poverty. So the only way to even try and save the chimps was to improve the lives of the people.
This Friday, Goodall will be in town to share JGI's message that what we do makes a difference.
But to return to the indigenous way of making a decision based on how will this affect my people generations ahead.
And she believes more are thinking that way.
That collectively, our small choices will add up to the kind of world that we must achieve if we care about the future of our own species.
Another item up for auction, a trip to see the sandhill crane migration with Dr. Jane Goodall. If you'd like to learn more about the event or Dr. Jane Goodall, you can go to our website, cbs8.com, and click on the Hot button. We'll send it back to you in the studio.